Hello everyone, welcome to the Reaper Podcast. I am your gracious host, John Reaper. Today, of this release of video is actually Tuesday, September the 12th, 2017. We are at 5 o'clock p.m. Welcome guys, welcome. As of this recording, it was recorded right now on Monday, September 11th. 16 years. It's remarkable that how much time has actually passed since that tragic incident with the Twin Towers. Wow, it's you know, I mean, and now that you kind of like imagine what Pearl Harbor people in World War II that survived that actually feels like now, you know. I mean, that age is dying off fast, but you know, there's people that still remember Pearl Harbor, the attacks and everything else, you know. I still remember their fathers going to war, and some might have not come back. And it's funny how history tends to repeat itself time and time again. I know there are conspiracies evolving around 9/11. Regardless, if it was a conspiracy, if it wasn't, that was an act of terror and an act of, you know, something that was beyond our control. Innocent people died. A lot of innocent people have died on that day. I was in 6th grade, I do believe. I can't remember what grade. Actually, I can't remember. It's been a blur, but the only thing I remember is that I was in grade school and or elementary school or whatever, however they want to call it. I was in, you know, before you go to junior high or high school or whatever. So, you know, I remember like the library, they had like, you know, teachers gathered around there. A lot of stuff was going on, and we didn't know what the hell was going on. I get picked up from, I think my mom. Yeah, my mom, and waiting for Dad to get off work. We go to my grandpa or grandpa's, which is like, I don't know why we went there, but because it's like, I think it's like a 15-minute drive or something. Or, I can't remember, but it was a ways away from my house. I get dropped there. And then, they would sit down and told me, you know, there's been an attack. And I watched the news on that day to see the planes, to see the buildings. It's haunting. It really is. It's haunting. I mean, it's really, if the government did do it, okay, if they did do it, or if they didn't do it, if it was terrorists, it's still haunting to see the towers being blown up, because you know you're watching innocent people dying at that moment. You're watching the depths of people. And many people can stomach it because throughout all our lives, we've dealt with media, we dealt with horror movies, we dealt with movies that have killing, that people dying, guts ripped out and whatnot. To where, you know, or like Halloween, you can make your own, you know, stuff and blah, make it as real as possible, blah, blah, blah. we have dealt with that throughout the ages. I mean, back then, the media, you know what I mean? Back then, it wasn't as prominent, you know, like back in the 60s, 70s, stuff like that. You didn't watch somebody get gutted. You know, or guts ripped out or whatever. You kind of watched a doll die, or, you know, like it would show somebody swinging a sword and it'll show their faces, and then the next thing you know, he's falling down. You don't even see blood. You see a little blood on the hands or the sword or whatever, but you don't see blood. You know, it was kind of like a forbidden taboo to show penetration of a weapon, or decapitation, or anything like that. But now it's become a norm in society where we see, and now with more cameras out there capturing more stuff, and more people just taking pictures of dead bodies and posting them on the internet. I remember, because like I thought I had an iron stomach when I watched horror movies, you know, because now like I watch horror movies, I'm like, you know, I judge it and see where it goes. You know, I don't jump, I don't get scared, but I judge it because I grew up watching horror movies. You know, as you heard me say time and time again, I grew up watching horror movies. So therefore, damn phone. So therefore, I know, you know, skepticism of horror movies and stuff. I don't go to the horror movies to get scared. I go and judge it, basically. You know, if it's got a good story, I'll like it. If it don't have a good story, then I won't like it. You know, I'll just be like, you know, fuck this. This is, you know, this is stupid. And why did, you know, this is, you know, but, you know, now, I mean, now with the media and everything, people can get an iron stomach if they wished. I remember it was like after 9/11, it was when the war was going on. My best friend, who found these videos of American people getting decapitated. You know, I mean, the reporters that you hear that, you know, they captured or whatever, and they're going to decapitate them if they don't give us money, and then they kill them. You know, you don't see it on media, and then he finds these videos, and he goes, I want to see if you got a iron stomach or not. So, I mean, he started off slow by showing me the slaughter thing with cows. And then he shows me that, and he put a bucket right in front of me. He goes, if you want to throw up, you can throw up. That was the first time I saw people dying. And it was horrible. It was, you know, because at that instant I'm watching, I knew that's real. It's not fake. This ain't no Hollywood thing. And as I watched it in horror, I mean, it still sticks in my mind. It's something you never want to see and hope you don't get to see. It's very horrible, you know. And then I become not fascinated with that, but sort of like a chilling haunting of stuff. I've watched videos with the 9/11 phone calls, or the phone calls of somebody getting murdered, like they call 911 and then somebody breaks in and they murder them, and it's haunting. It's really haunting. I mean, I've spooked myself out several times. It's a haunting thing. Very chilling and haunting. I mean, I almost wanted to throw up, but I didn't. It was just, and I think it was his attempt. I don't know. He just wanted to see if I was like, if I had it under his stomach. But, you know, at that moment I felt rage. I felt anger. I'm watching this as innocent people that were just like, you know, traveling, or people that were just enjoying or taking pictures, or, you know, love the sights. They had no plan of getting captured. They had no plan of walking up to terrorists and starting something. They just got captured and was used as pawns. A very, very cowardly pawn. But it was just, it's horrible. It's still burnt in my mind. You know, when I think about it, when I don't think about it, you know, it's not there. But, and later on down the road, I don't know what video it was. I don't know if it was the caption. There's different captions. One was, oh, a woman fucked around with a drug cartel, or a woman cheated on a husband and had her sitting there and just decapitated her. And I was like, wow, because like I didn't know it was going to be like that. It was on Facebook, you know. It was shocking. And I was like, wow. So the next time you see pictures of 9/11, next time you watch the video of the towers being blown up, of the towers coming down, it's been 16 years. 16 long years since that day. Just think to yourself, you are seeing and watching people die right in front of your eyes. Innocent people that were going to work to pay for the house, their apartment, their child support, to pay for their family, their wife, kids. It's real. It's very real. It's something that should be thought of when people sling these pictures everywhere and videos. It is horrible, and we should learn from the past, regardless if it was government, regardless if it was terrorist, regardless of anything. We should learn from the past, which we still haven't. In a sense of Pearl Harbor, in a sense, a lot of history. You watch history, you look at your history between terrorism in our country and war, between immigrants, between illegal people. You know, there are some illegal people that are good, but there are a lot of bad people that don't get weeded out. You know, I talked to one of the people at my work who he drops off the gas for our welding materials and propane tanks and stuff like that. I cannot remember his name. Yeah, he's got a long name. And he came here legally. And he's got a job. He pays his taxes and stuff like that. When I can't remember when he said, but he said that people have called him an illegal. When he goes, when I'm not, I've got paperwork to prove that I'm not. And he came over here and he said Mexico is bad, very, very, very bad. And he said it's worse. And I've asked him about that video, and he goes, "That's what happens. If a woman cheats on a man, or if a woman touches a man, or anything like that, he can kill her. He can do awful stuff to her, but the woman can't." And I think that's just horrible. In a way, it's horrible. You know, I mean, in some countries, you know, there's traditions like that, and most people out there are like, well, I can understand, you know, because of this. But with me, I just can't understand. I mean, I try to, you know. You know, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about the world that I'm trying to learn. You know, every religion, every rule, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting to learn stuff about culture and everything else. We have it spoiled here because here, you know, we have rules, but not as strict rules. I mean, there's, I think in Singapore, you get caught stealing there, you get, I think, either a finger taken off. You know, all your fingers get taken off for stealing, you know, take off your hands or whatever. Here, you just get thrown in jail for so many days. You know, it's so hard, you know. And you want for the whole country to be like you, but can't happen. You know, there's a lot of people, as in the words of Solid Snake, you know, as long as there be people, there will always be war, you know. As long as there's people, there will always be war. Yeah, that's something to think about. Another thing about is to give thanks for the fire department that helped out, to give thanks to the police department, to give thanks to a lot of people that you know, my father was drafted to go 2 times, you know. He's lost a very good friend the first time. Second time, he even wondered why he was even there. You know, it just didn't make sense. So, yeah, let's uplift this a little bit. But in the remembrance of September 11th, put a comment down of where were you? Not to quote Alan Jackson's song, but it's a great song. Where were you on September 11th? Where were you when the towers were hit? And put a comment down below. Let me know. I'm going to state a couple of facts, really, on Metal Gear about the whole situation. And upon one anime particular that evolves around 9/11. One is in Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I mean, I tweeted on this today, but, well, Monday, I guess, because this will be out Tuesday, that there was going to be this whole cutscene of Arsenal Gear running into Manhattan and up there and almost hitting the Twin Towers. They actually pulled that. Because of September 11th, I do believe. No, not September 11th. I don't believe. I cannot. Hang on. Let me. It's hard to believe, to be honest. I cannot remember when it came out, so I'm looking it up. I could have sworn it was like 2000 it came out. It was before September 11th. So I think it came out before September 11th, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was released. Yeah, okay, never mind. It was released November 12th, 2001. So yeah, it came out after. But there was supposed to be this long cutscene about it running up there on Manhattan Shore and almost knocking the Twin Towers down and everything else. But since of 9/11, they decided to pull that. And you don't even see the two towers. You don't even see Arsenal Gear crash. All you'll see is that it'll like fade to black, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and then for some reason was it Solidus and Raiden would have jumped off. I think it's right now it would be kind of cool to see that, to see that part. But yeah, here it is. Oh, what? No, come on. I just found the actual stuff about it, and it just, really? You gotta do this to me? Well, but it's something to note, And another fact in the Metal Gear series is that Metal Gear Solid V, the Phantom Pain, has a cutscene in the Kingdom of Flies. I keep saying files. I don't know why I say files, but the Kingdom of Flies. At the very end, where the third boy, Psycho Mantis, or I can't pronounce his name, picks up Eli and takes him. It looks like it takes him to Manhattan, and you see Statue of Liberty and the Twin Towers. And I think it says September 11th. I really don't know what that implies, to be honest. Or maybe not September 11th. I don't know if it says that, but it shows the Twin Towers and stuff like that, which I don't know why. I don't know why that appears, but it does. But it's something to note that that. So we're gonna move on from that, and we're gonna move on to interesting things. I have something to tell you guys, and it sucks because I can't say it. I cannot say it. There's some things that are coming up, and it's like, oh my god, this is so awesome, but I can't say it. Cannot say it, and I'm very excited, and I cannot wait to tease what I'm getting into. It's gonna be awesome. So, and hopefully this one person watches this and knows that I'm not gonna say a word, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just excited. The Diamond Dogs Project update for you guys. Here's an update. The Diamond Dogs Project is updated to the script. Has been written. The script is done. Okay, it's done. Done skis. It's done. it's being translated from Japanese to English. So we can actually read the script and everything else. So it's being translated. It's actually come out that there's a lot more characters in this. So we're going to see if we can't either... I'm trying to get in touch with the main director, since I'm the assistant of the whole thing, or the director's assistant. I'm trying to get in touch with him and going, hey, dude, do we need to put out a thing where we need to get more people involved in this, or do we need to change our voices so that we can be different characters? I could try. I mean, I don't know if I'm that good, I mean, I got my normal voice. I got, like, creepy voices, come to the dark side. Stuff like that, Ooh, how are you? Very good. My name? You want to know my name? Stuff like that. I've been practicing a lot with creepy voices because it's fun to do. You get into that mindset and you release your inner freak, basically, like, Reaper who? You mean the Grim Reaper? I think I see him standing over there. Stuff like that. It's fun to do stuff like this. Voice acting wise, I love it. But yeah, so stay tuned to my Twitter, or if I post something on here that we're going to be open auditions up. If we ain't, then we're probably just going to keep it between us and see what we could do. We could change our voices or whatever. But it is rolling, it is on the move. We are not looking for SFM creators, source filmmakers creators. We're going with a different style of media. I don't know what yet. The director said he's going to look for other stuff and actually get back in touch and to see where it takes. So I don't know. I mean, it's up as far as animation. I don't know what's going on with that, but I do know the script is being changed from translation to English, and it's going to be great. Now, a lot of people are confused that they thought this was like a continuation game. It is not a game per se. It is like a short little movie that this project entitles Kingdom Applies and so on. More stuff, and it's pretty exciting. I cannot wait to plug myself into this project and give it all, and to watch it unfold. It's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah. So yeah, as far as those projects go, yeah, I'm still doing the sub video. I'm sorry if I have not gotten to it. I'm still working on it little by little, getting there little by little. Stuff has gotten in the way, so what's the other theory videos? I'm putting them on hold for right now until I can actually get everything situated. I've got my videos that I record for you guys to keep up to date every day, or almost every day. My new scheduling is Tuesday. I still keep it the podcast. There's Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Friday, or not Fridays, but Thursdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays is the videos now. It was supposed to be like Mondays and Thursdays, or Mondays and Wednesdays. Thursday videos got cut back simply because I'm trying to figure out what to do. Thursday videos was like live streaming videos and just plug them on there. We're still gonna do live streaming. I'll still plug live streaming videos up every once in a while. But as of right now, not really. I'm gonna try. I want to make a couple more Subnautica videos, and then I'm going to put that on hold. The reason why I put that on hold is because I want to find out more stuff, and really I just want to have the freedom to go out and mine stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll record, but I don't think I'll make it public. If it's anything good, I'll save it. So it'd be like a regular video, but I'll cut it down, to some parts. But it's it's hard to do when it's such a massive game and I don't know where the hell I'm going. I would like a moon pool, and it's so hard because I'm revisiting shit every time, and I don't trust, I'm trying to expand out, but it's hard to, now that I got the Cyclops, I can actually prepare to span out and everything else. And, I need to put actual lockers in it, just like Markiplier does, because that is a smart thing to do, Dude, I watch his videos, I'm like, dude, why didn't I think of that? I want to make several bases. I want to make one base that's like above water. Make my own island. Make it like it's Shadow Moses, because I want the Subnautica to be like Metal Gear themed. That's why I named the submarine Outer Haven, because Outer Haven was a submarine. This is a submarine, I think I'm gonna name. I don't know what I'm gonna name the prawn suit, but I'm gonna name. I might name it Rex because of Metal Gear Rex. Or I might make prawn suits and name them Metal Gears. Just because it's a suit, it's funny. Blah blah blah. But anyway, I might replace it with Doom. Zone of the Ender series is coming to an end, and I don't know what to replace it. I might replace that with Devil May Cry. Once I get past Metal Gear 2. Ooh, sorry about that. Once I get past Metal Gear 2, then the Metal Gear series will start taking off, because I have played, the original 2 I have not played, so it's taking my time on those. So yeah, a lot of people, I forget what I was saying. Oh, and by the way, since of videos, we're talking about videos, YouTube has updated their monetization thing. Now it's automatic crap. Now, where it's like, oh, it's not suitable for advertisers to have. It's like, what the? So it's like either limited or no money coming through. It's like, what? Kidding me? So now I have to go through all my videos. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I find stuff on YouTube that people get money, that get paid off of, that is just the most heinous video ever. And they're fine, but when somebody like me, I put ass in the fucking comment, or in the fucking title, and it's like, oh yeah, it's like, really, it's ass. I'm calling somebody an ass. I'm not saying ass. I'm not saying like anything vulgar about it. I'm just saying ass. You're an asshole. You're an ass. Oh my God, is that going to hurt somebody's feelings? I hope not. I hope nobody sits there and goes, didn't mean it to be. It was just, whatever. So there's a lot of people that got to watch out for that. It's getting closer and closer to October 8th. October 8th is supposedly when we see Goku's Limit Breaker. Now, a lot of stuff. I watched a video about Goku's Limit Breaker theory that it was leaked, that it's supposed to be leaked to his DNA primal stuff. I don't know. I'm like, what? It's like, oh, we're going to go back to the monkey thing now. It's like, really? It's supposed to be, and the thing is, Goku's eyes is crazy as shit. His eyes are like they look like gecko eyes or whatever. It's so crazy, and then they're not like his actual eyes. They're different, and I'm kind of wondering because they look like the same eyes as the not the Supreme guy, but the Supreme, whatever his name is, the one that's all the angels, you know. And he did make an argument that, you know, he could have seen Goku as this, you know, fighter that surpasses the gods, you know, that just is just awesome, you know. And something about Zeno, I think that's his name, Zeno. I'm not for sure. But the ruler or whatever is like a kid, and he's probably trying to get Goku powerful enough to defeat him so that way he'd be free or whatever. Because, or like the angels don't like their, you know, because they have to obey everything. You know, they have to obey laws and all that. And they probably don't like it. And they don't like their universes and stuff like that, you know. And there's a reason, and what's weird is there's a reason why Whis is trying to train Vegeta and Goku and keep putting in their heads that they could be as strong as Beerus. And it's like, why would you do that? You know? I mean, I don't know. And you know, my thoughts, I think last week I expanded on the thoughts that this could be fake. You know, this tournament is just a fake out for Goku because Goku is like powerful and shit. And those people are not getting erased, they're just getting teleported out of there. Because, you know, it's weird. Don't kill nobody, but yeah, they're going to be erased anyway. Does that make sense? And not to mention when you can use like the Super Dragon Balls to wish everybody back or whatever. You know. And the thing is, if it turns out that this be legit and Goku wins, I got a feeling either Goku will get everybody from that universe, the sister universe of theirs, to get everybody in that universe, and the or to get those group of people and the that justice people, he's gonna wish them back, I do believe, with the Dragon Balls, big Dragon Balls. Or he's gonna at least try, or he's gonna probably beg Zeno that, because I mean, once they're gone, and he's probably either gonna beg him before he erases him and say, please let them come and stay in our world. You know, please come to our universe. You know what I mean? And be part of our universe. You know, because like, I mean, we see Super Saiyans now in different people. You know, usually it's what? Goten, Trunks, Gohan, Vegeta, and Goku for so fucking long. You know, I mean, yeah, there's that one episode, no. I mean, we've all seen that, and Goku and Vegeta are getting the higher planes of Super Saiyan. Mystic Gohan's back. So now there's Trunks and Goten, you know. And then the thing is, so now you see like the Brawly version of the girl, you know. I mean, who's to say Brawly ain't out there, you know, if you think about it. Kale reminds me of Goku, is the female version of Goku. Simply because of possibly strength and that she loves fighting so much. You know, it just reminds me of Goku. Even the outfit's kind of, you know, and he's like teaching her along the way, you know what I mean? And Cabe, or whatever his name is, reminds me of Vegeta because he has that the Saiyan outfits and stuff, you know. And of course the other one is Broly, you know. I mean, it's counterparts. It's fascinating. It's weird. You know, I don't know about I mean, I know there's... Hit could be like the equivalent of Piccolo. Of course, you have the Frieza counterpart. That's pretty much it of the counterparts. There's that bear thing that's kind of like Boo. And then that magma thing that's kind of like an android, you know. I mean, there's like counterparts like that everywhere, I guess. I don't know. But it's so exciting. There's so much theories around this that it's like Goku Black all over again. When Goku Black first showed up, everybody was theorizing this, that, this, that, and this, that. I was even too. I was like, holy shit, this could be this. This is dark as shit. And it did end up dark, but not that dark. You know, it'd have been kind of cool if it was that dark, you know. But yeah. So I mean, there's that. Of course, The Walking Dead's coming up. Oh, I'm excited for that. Very excited. I'm a big Walking Dead fan, and it's like that series just keeps grabbing onto you, you know. It's very exciting, very, very, very exciting to see, and I cannot wait. I don't know if this is I know this is probably the war, but I don't know if this is the end of Negan, like from the comic books. So I'm very interested in how that's going to play out. It's very, very, very hard to predict The Walking Dead. What else is there in October? Oh, Gundam Iron Blood Orphans. I cannot wait for that to come back. Johnny Young Bosch is going to be coming back in it as well, and I cannot wait. I watched the English dub. Yeah, the English dub. And I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that are into English dubs because that's something I want to do, is to do a dub, you know. And I give props to voice actors, you know. It's very hard to do and very hard to, you know, mimic people and everything else. I might watch the Japanese subbed for Dragon Ball Super. I did it for Naruto, which I didn't finish Naruto. I need to go back and watch it. All of it. You know, I never did go back and finish Naruto. I think simply because I was waiting for probably I started watching it with the English, and then it quit. And then I started watching the Japanese. And it wasn't the same. It really wasn't. It was just, you know, I need to go back and see where it's at. So maybe that could, you know, maybe it's caught up by now. I don't know. It's been a while. You know, I really didn't like Naruto in the beginning, but it kind of grew on me a little bit. I mean, I'm not running around like I'm a ninja going, believe it, but... Or in an orange jumpsuit going, I'm a ninja, when really ninja people are black coats and anyway. But yeah, Death Stranding is being like canned like a motherfucker, man. It is in a tight can that a Metal Gear can't break it open. It's literally in tight seal condition, because we don't know what the fuck's going on, you know. Any little information that comes out is either through Kojima's Twitter or an interview he did. It's not even like an actual thing. It's more of like little hints or little insinuados or whatever you want to call them. That probably could relate to that. It's like, wait a minute, is he talking about this? Is he talking about that? Or what the hell, you know? It's very, very tight. There's no leaks. There's nothing. Speaking of leaks, I gotta say this one thing. Speaking of leaks, Yongyea was not, okay, let me just be clear. If you go back on my tweets, okay, if you go back on, I think 4chan or was it Never Be Game Over where it was? I think it was on 4chan. Somewhere out there, I was busting this I was busting his ass, okay? I was busting ass before anybody could. I was sitting there asking questions, and I'm like, man, this guy ain't for real. I was asking questions. That Del Taco member guy. Y'all remember that? Remember how Young was coming out going, oh, yeah, I reported on that Del Taco guy. Remember when I reported on that guy? Motherfucker, I was there before you was. You didn't even report this shit until like weeks later. To where I'm like, this shit has already been over. What are you doing? Well, the Still Talker member could be, but I have doubts. Dude, it's already been dealt with. You know? I'm busting this guy. Dude, I even busted him out on Twitter. I even fucking sent shit to Kojima and them. And the Kojima Productions actually sent me a mail back saying that everything was false, it's not a leak, and this guy is faking it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. So I busted that motherfucker out. Young is walking around like, oh my god, I'm the first one that... No, Young. Go back to bed, dude. Go sleep away your silly dreams, man. And Young, okay, I gotta say this. I gotta get up with my chest. Young, man. What happened? What happened? Why are you doing this to the Metal Gear community? Okay? And there was two people in the Metal Gear community that was basically, before I started getting real serious about stuff, that were the knight in shining armor of Metal Gear. One was Python Selkin with the theories. Two was Young with the news and every news update. After now it's nothing. Now it's Young trying to destroy the Metal Gear community. They're trying to destroy Konami. He's trying to destroy Konami. And clearly, okay, I'm sorry, but I see it. Clearly, Young, get the picture. Kojima is just being nice to you, man. But because you're so toxic. Because you're so toxic, he has he don't want anything to do with you. He don't even want to tag you and shit. He wants to say he got this from yongyea, yes. Or he didn't even say yongyea. He just said Young. That could be anybody. You know, you had to make a video to clarify that you did do that. Yeah, because Young could be anybody. You know. You say yongyea in the Metal Gear community and then they know. You say yongyea, be like, I don't know who that is. It's like, well, that's person Metal Gear community. You know, you say Young, it's like Young who? Young this, Young that, Young Chow, Young Lee. You know, nobody knows. You know what I mean? Could be this, could be that. Be like, well, I don't know who. And then Young has to clarify in like a 2-thing video of how he met Kojima and then how he was describing and all that and basically bragging. I mean, bro, get the picture. He didn't want to tag you because you're so toxic, man. Okay? Kojima right now, as of right now, I do believe Kojima is wanting peace between this shit. Okay? He's saying positive things about Konami. Okay? I know your argument's going to be, well, Konami hasn't said positive things. From where? From what official source? There is no official source in this shit. That media that posted about Kojima and all that shit, dude, that was a fake media, man. You could tell. Kojima not once said anything. Nobody's even asked him about that. Not once has Konami released a statement. They're trying to stay away from this shit because it's so toxic. Because of people like you, Young. Somebody is probably one of your fan bases that is on the bandwagon with you and is making something up. No, I don't believe it's an official source. That person could come to my studio, show me all the paperwork, and bring that asshole that said it to show me and give me proof. And I will keep them here, and I will call Konami, and I will say, does this person work at your studio? They're going to be like looking it up going, we have no person on that record. Or, yeah, we have that person on record. He's actually at the desk right now. Let me go get him. It's feeding this fuel of fire. Okay? The same, I don't know where your head is, Young. You're doing the exact same thing that Kojima don't want you to do. Okay? Pay attention to the themes. Pay attention to the stories. Okay? Watch Metal Gear 5. The nuclear disarmament and all that. What does he not want us to do? He don't want us to build the fire of hate. He don't want us to give in to hate. Hate brings retaliation. More retaliation brings hate. It's a vicious revenge circle. This is what you're doing. You're seeing this and you're retaliating out of hate. What does the hate bring in retaliation? More hate, more retaliation. You're creating this toxic environment in the Metal Gear community, and you are dividing the community. You have multiple times admitted that you alone, before Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, have not played a Metal Gear game. After you played Ground Zeroes, or after you played one game or whatever, I cannot remember what game you played. You played that and you played Ground Zeroes, and then you said you never played another game. Or you never played a Metal Gear game before. Young, I am one of the original people, the original fan people of Metal Gear. When Metal Gear came out for the PS1, I had a PS1 before Metal Gear came out. When Metal Gear came out, I snagged it. Played the shit out of it. Metal Gear 2 came out, snagged it, snagged the PS2. Metal Gear Solid 3 came out. Yeah, Substance came out and it had the 2 Metal Gears on it, but I didn't want to touch those just yet. I don't know why. Something told me not to. So, I didn't. I went on and played Metal Gear 4, Portable Ops, Peace Walker. Hell, I even played Acid 1 and 2. No, I didn't play any of the Game Boy ones because I didn't have a Game Boy. I had a PSP, you know, and so on. I am one of the original people. The original people that are a fan base for Metal Gear. You are not a Metal Gear fan. You were never a Metal Gear fan. You were just on the bandwagon. You saw that Hideo Kojima. You saw the Metal Gear. You saw how much hype and how much fan base the series has. And you wrote it. See, unlike you, I don't ride the bandwagon and then get off whenever I want to. I ride the bandwagon and I stay with it even though it's on fire because I'm a fan. Because I'm a devoted fan for Hideo and for Metal Gear. That's all I gotta say to you, Young. word to the wise, young, really ought to quit with the Metal Gear stuff. If you truly want to shit on Metal Gear, then stop doing news about it. Go away, young. We don't want your kind here. We don't want your blocking ass kind here. We don't want your toxic spew of hate. And how dare you go in the booth and play Survive and then come out and shit talk it. And then shit talk the company that's made it. If you're going to shit talk the company, go play your other games. Go bash Mass Effect. By the way, I have to applaud you, young. You're probably one of the people that's helped bring it down. I, on the other hand, liked it. Okay? I liked it. I was kind of hoping for more Shepard, but I liked it. It reminded me of Mass Effect. And it was a good game. Good side game. Good, awesome game. I liked it. You, on the other hand, have destroyed the Mass Effect. You're probably one of the people that shit-talked it and destroyed it so much that people don't want nothing to do with it now. So, well, guys, that's all I have to say about that. Sorry for the long rant. It's been a long day. So, guys, I will catch you later. Check out my Twitter, Facebook, my Twitch channel. Please go to my Spreadshirt or whatever it's called. Spreadshirt, yeah. To get more apparel and stuff like that. If you guys want to support this channel, support everything. I am conducting a Patreon for you guys. Don't worry, it's getting done. I just want to make sure everything is right and everything is good. That way people can start, plugging into that. So, guys, next week we're going to try to get in touch with Nico. I have not talked to Nico in forever. He is probably busy. I don't really see him on... Right now he's away. But I will talk to him about coming back on here to talk a little bit. Like I said, I've reached out to him and asked him how he's doing, and there was like no message back. So yeah, it sucks. It really does. It sucks. So thank you guys for listening to the Reaper Podcast, and I am your host, John Reaper, signing out. See you guys.